Hey attorneys, how to grow your legal practice. Yes, you have a sales pipeline. This is a great session. It's really illuminating and eye-opening, and it'll help you grow your practice, but in a more organized and stress-free way. So I know, because I practice myself, they never taught you how to grow your legal practice in law school. Maybe you weren't a business undergrad. Whatever, you get into the practice of law, which is a business, and you want to make more money, have less stress, have a life. But it's hard sometimes for many attorneys that share with me, I don't know what to do. I'm just constantly stressed out. It's all rumbling around in my head. I think I know the right steps, but I'm not sure. So this session should really help ease some of that stress level for you. Down below in the description, or in the links below, there's a opportunity for a free ebook. It expounds on this topic, but also so many more. It's over 25 pages. It's free. Get that. It'll be a really great resource for you on how to grow your legal practice. This information I think applies to you whether certainly whether you're an associate, partner, practice group leader. Like the process of growing your clients and growing your book of business and growing your legal practice. Whether you're a solo or a small or medium-sized firm, or even a larger firm and you're taking some actions on your own to grow your practice within that firm. Great stuff here. Let's look at it. First, just understanding, yes, you have a pipeline. And we're going to look at this in just a moment. And it's very comforting to see that it actually is a process that you can control, that you can organize, that you can be strategic about and intentional about. At one point, all of your clients or the firm's clients or the referral sources were new to you. Even for a partner that says to me, oh, I inherited this client from that partner, and 30 years ago, Monsanto became a firm client, or Boeing, if you're in a big corporate firm. If you have a smaller firm, you might say, yeah, I think back to meeting this client at a meeting or a conference. Somehow, some way, that person that you're going to meet tomorrow could turn into a great client for you or for the firm. They could turn into Monsanto or Boeing or anyway. So knowing that it is a process and knowing that it's a constant opportunity is a great step in learning how to grow your legal practice. In the ebook down below called the 8% Club, and it's called that because only 8% of attorneys have a written business development plan, 92% don't. Wow, just having a business plan takes you far above the competition really quickly. So that's part of that free ebook down below. Go ahead and get that. It'll be a great resource for you. In there, I lay out this pipeline. We talk about it in a little bit more detail. Get that and read through it, and you don't have to be hitting pause on this video. But this is really helpful for you to know that over time and over level of engagement, right on those two different axes there, time, engagement, you can see how you take somebody from that lower left corner, that person you're going to meet tomorrow, who's brand new to you. Okay, it was great to meet you. Hey, here's an article, some of the steps that you might take. Here's an article that addresses the issue you were talking about while we were just having coffee on the break. It turns into an opportunity to maybe, here's our website. We're putting out a white paper that might be interesting to you. Hey, this has all really been helpful over the last half a year. We actually have a need in the area of law that you do. Can we meet and talk about it? Turns into a client, turns into a regular client who refers more work to you and more clients to you. That process, I should do this backwards since you're going to be seeing it this way, right? To over time and over level of engagement is what you call a pipeline. And it's not scary, and it's wonderful, really, to say, okay, where am I at with my clients? Where do they fit in here? How top of mind am I with them? How active have I been with them? How active should I be with them if I want to turn them into a top client and have them refer clients to me? I see now how it works. How do I take somebody that I've just met and move them through this process over time and over level of engagement? This is a real eye-opener for attorneys when I do this with them one-on-one, like, oh, I see how it works now. So as I mentioned before, at one point, all of your clients or your firm's clients or your referral sources were new to you at one point, and that's okay. when you see that timeline, when you know how the process works, you can get comfort in whatever level of engagement I'm at with this client, I can always do it better. And somebody I'm going to meet tomorrow or next month or next year, over time, might become one of those top clients for me. But let me understand how I move them through that pipeline. On average, attorneys meet 10 to 15 people per year, right? You're at conferences, you're at meetings, business contacts, sponsorship or membership event. It's the Home Builders Association quarterly meeting, or it's this luncheon for the Chamber of Commerce, um, or painting the house across the street. Yes, that's a true story where an attorney I know was out watering the lawn, and their neighbor across the street was getting the house painted, started talking to the painters. They were unloading ladders. This was a PI attorney. Like 2 weeks later, that truck was in an accident, and they knew somebody who was watering the lawn across the street from their painting project. So this client became very quickly, this contact became a client, right? So it was, you're going to meet 10 to 15 people a year. And instead of just like blowing that off or not understanding how that might progress and might help you grow your legal practice, now you should have a better grip on the intentionality and the strategy behind growing your legal practice, understanding your pipeline, moving people along that process. So remember, this is what it looks like before, or from before. Hey, print this out, pin it to the wall, really get to understand it. In fact, you can fill it out more. I was trying to make it really kind of sparse, but you can see at any point in any of those steps, 1, 2, 3, 4 steps, oh, there are more things I could be doing here. There are better ways that fit me best for this next stage. Great. All of that is great. In the session that I do on building and curating your referral networks and your clients, we do a really simple calendar. This whole process, this whole, moving from just meeting somebody to turning them into a great client, can be just a matter of a simple calendar like this. So in that session, we talk about identifying for the coming year 3 clients and 3 referral sources that you want to do a better job of being regular and consistent with. So you can see there on that calendar, in quarter 1, client 1, 2, 3, quarter 2, client 1, 2, 3, client 1, 2, 3, client 1, 2, 3. During the 4 quarters, you're going to reach out to each of them once. Same thing with referral networks. It sounds like a lot, but when I spell it out or when we work on it together with attorneys, they say, I can do this 4 times a year. We talk also in that session and we map out, these are value add, kind of easy outreach opportunities for you. It's not difficult to organize like this, and it's not difficult to do. Hey, saw this article, thought it'd be really interesting for your tax people. Boom, there's quarter 1. Quarter 2, we're doing a webinar on import regulations, which is right up your alley. Love to invite you to it. Here's when it is. Da, 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 da. There's quarter 2. Quarter 3, I just saw this article about that economic zone you were thinking about expanding into in, Belgium. Okay, another outreach that's adding value, that's something interesting to them. Quarter 4, hey, the year is coming up faster than we know. Q4 is here. We've got end of year busyness. Let's map out 15 minutes though, so we're both ready for the beginning of the coming year. Notice that none of those were, do you have any work for me? Hey, how's it going? You busy? It's just something very generic and boring and any kind of an ask. By adding value 4 times a year, think back to that pipeline. Think of this simple calendar. Use these things, poach them out of this video. Happy if you do, or get them in that free ebook. Part of growing your legal practice is having your mindset shift a bit, or having your mindset focused on being strategic and intentional. Understanding it takes time. That's the essence of this session that we're talking about. Building a pipeline, moving somebody along that process takes time, and it takes increased level of engagement. Your clients want, though, regular, meaningful communications, and that's part of another session I do. So you might watch that one on client outreach. Not spamming, not salesy, not once a week, not asking for business. Once a quarter, something valuable, moving things along, staying top of mind. Clients love this. Hey, they might not come to that webinar you sent an invite to, but they saw that. They saw that you were thinking about them. And regular, consistent, value-added communications really keep you top of mind. You're the one that they're going to refer. You're the one who's going to get that next matter that they have because you're the one who's helping them out. So, it takes time, regular, consistent outreach, developing good BD habits. I have a whole nother video you'll see on my channel about BD habits, and it's also part of that ebook, right? Being regular and consistent with yourself. Let me set aside 30 minutes a week to do some of the things that I want to do to grow my legal practice. Not have it be random and miscellaneous and spurts and stops, and just let me do it like it's a regular jog. And I'm going to go out and train myself once a week. That's one of the great BD habits you can have, by the way. A regular, consistent time with yourself. Wednesdays at 5:30. Saturday morning at 9 o'clock before the house gets busy. Whatever. This is the time that I'm going to choose to be regular and consistent. I'm going to work that little calendar. I'm going to work that pipeline. Be great BD habit for you. But watch that other session. All of this stems from, and all of this feeds the fact that when firms look at where their matters come from and where their clients come from, you'll quickly realize, wow, I should focus my time like you see here. And in fact, this directly relates to that pipeline. 50% of my time on existing clients and contacts, 25% of my time on referral sources, 15% of my time on new clients and contacts, those people that are in the lower left-hand corner, moving them during the course of the year. And you'll note as they move up that you're going to be replenishing at the bottom. If you're meeting 10 to 15 people a year, that's almost one a month or more than one a month, right? So as people move through, you're adding at the bottom. It's a great thing. It's really, I hope it doesn't sound stressful because it's really enlightening and really empowering to understand that, wow, only almost 95% of my time I'm going to be spent doing what we're talking about in this session. Yeah, there's some internal marketing that I want to do. I need to update my profile. I'm going to speak to one of the other practice groups. I'm working on a blog post. In our practice group, I have to do 2 a year. So it's almost my time coming up and I know what I'm going to be doing. Hey, by the way, if you just do that blog post, wouldn't that be a great thing to fit into that calendar? Just did a blog post on new employee hiring regulations in our state. It's on here. Here's a link to it, sending it to you. Hope it's helpful for you or for your employment group. Wow, wouldn't that be great to have your internal marketing also be part of this overall time spend, this overall time budget? And this all harkens back to the very beginning, where attorneys were saying, I'd like to make more money. I'd like to have less stress. I'd like to have a life. By understanding this, by organizing this, it really does all of the above. You will make more money. You'll have a lot less stress because you're setting aside 30 minutes a week to do this. You know what you're doing, right? So you're going to have a life. You're not going to be thinking about it Wednesday night at 3 o'clock, or Wednesday morning at 3 o'clock before you even get up. Oh my gosh, well, I haven't talked to this client in so long, or whatever the things that stress you out. Think in these terms, right? Make it easier on yourself. Remember how that pipeline works. Print that out, pin it to the wall, whatever works for you. Make it your screensaver. Yeah, sure. Another thing you might consider, this is another little worksheet I do, is poach this, use this. It will help you, like, as I'm moving people through this pipeline, I've got a connection. Are they rare, medium, or well done, right? How is my relationship with them? If they're medium and I need to kind of push it to the next level, could they be a potential client or a referral source? And what do I need to do? What are the actions necessary to move them from left to right? Gosh, this would be great to pull this out during that 30-minute session with yourself. Okay, who's on here? And this might be 15 people long, the 15 you're going to meet this year. Where are they? What status level are they? Could they be a client or a referral source? What do I need to do to move them along? And then during that 30-minute session, think of 3 small actions that week that will move this along. Did you do it? That last box, celebrate. Believe it or not, we love small little celebrations for ourselves. It's very motivational. I just did this phone call to this referral source. That was my quarterly call. And I'm going to go get myself a Starbucks, or I'm going to whatever, go to a movie tonight, or walk around the park, or, something that is a small celebration for the small step that you're taking, because it'll create a lot more interest for yourself. So remember, business development is actually just small, consistent steps. Small wins create more confidence, increase the activities that you want to do. You have less procrastination because you don't want to just twiddle your thumbs. This is like, wow, it's working for me. The whole purpose of watching this video was how to grow my legal practice and how to understand how that pipeline works. I'm getting better at it. I have more interest in it. And it's a perpetual circle of success for you. So, hope this one was helpful, right? If so, please click the like button down below, subscribe to my channel because I'm dropping new content all the time, and then down below, get that ebook. It'll be really helpful for you. Everything you need to know about growing your legal practice, great resource, and look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks.